Have you ever noticed, if you need really accurate measurements, you need more than whole numbers? What do you think is needed? How do we more accurately measure quantities? Let's look at the weighing of the apples. What is your estimate of the mass of the apples? The apples are more than 3.5 kilos, but less than 4 kilos. To be more precise, we can use a scale divided into 10, using decimal fractions 1/10, 2/10, 3/10 across the top, and the matching fraction as a decimal along the bottom. So the mass of the apples is 3 6/10 of a kilogram. Later, try using kitchen scales to measure some fruit. Estimate first, then measure in grams. Sometimes we need to be even more accurate than tenths. Look at this example of a long jump competition. In this example, the jump is more than 5 3/10 of a metre and less than 5 4/10 of a metre. What is your estimate? To check, we need an even more accurate measure than tenths. This time, we need to measure in hundredths. Divide the intervals between tenths into 10, shown as hundredths. Our jump is midway between 5 30 hundredths and 5 40 hundredths, which is 5 35 hundredths of a metre. How close was your estimate? What is this number? We say this number as 5 35 hundredths, or written as a mixed number. And if you think back to what you know about place value, this number has the place value parts 5 ones, 3/10, and 5 hundredths. Ready to test your knowledge? 3 competitors' long jump results came in for the final. Here are the distances jumped. What is the winning jump? If you thought this number was largest, it might be because you see the numbers as 35 and 9 instead of 35 hundredths and 90 hundredths. So 5 35 hundredths is less than 5 90 hundredths. 0 has an important role. Without the 0, 5 4 hundredths would be 5 4/10. Our number line will reveal the order of jumps. Did you notice that 5 35 hundredths is 5 metres and 35 centimetres? How far can you jump in long jump? Make an estimate in metres and then measure. Try it with a friend. We can show decimal fractions as tenths and hundredths. We can show using place value. And we can compare them using a number line. Next time you are measuring, use your knowledge of decimals to measure and compare quantities.